So, DC has made the Birds of Prey Harley Quinn sidekicks. Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Birds of Prey, directed by Cathy Yan, starring Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad, Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Helena Bertinelli, aka The Huntress, Rosie Perez as Detective Renee Montoya, Janae Smollett-Bell as Dinah Lance, aka The Black Canary. Then you have Ellie J. Bosco as Cassandra Cain, and our antagonist is Ewan McGregor as the Black Mask. Now this is a spin-off from the DC film Suicide Squad. Harley Quinn has broken up with the Joker. She creates this explosion in Ace Chemicals to send a big middle finger to the Joker. Cassandra Cain steals a diamond from the Black Mask. The Black Mask wants to get this diamond back, so Harley Quinn has to protect Cassandra Cain. She ends up teaming up with the Huntress, who is this assassin that kills criminals that killed her family. So she's kind of like a Punisher with a crossbow, a female Punisher with a crossbow, and Dinah Lance, the Black Canary, who is the singer that works in the Black Mask's nightclub, but then ends up becoming a driver for the Black Mask because Harley Quinn hurts Black Mask's driver and then ends up turning against the Black Mask when she finds out that the Black Mask is going after Cassandra Cain, this teenager that stole the diamond. And then you have Renee Montoya, who's building up a case against the Black Mask. And that's pretty much our movie. Now, I'm somebody who hated Suicide Squad. I did not like that movie. So hearing that we got a Harley Quinn movie that's a spin-off from the Suicide Squad movie to introduce the Birds of Prey, a team in the comics that is put together by Batgirl, a character that's not even in this movie. Instead, in her place, we have Detective Renee Montoya. Now, I don't like it when comic book movies tend to stray away from source material the way this movie is straying away from source material. But at the same time, I didn't think this was a bad movie. This movie is basically a Harley Quinn movie. I'm calling this The Birds of Prey is a bit misleading since the Birds of Prey are supporting characters in this movie and Harley Quinn is the main character of the film. A bit weird for a movie to be called The Birds of Prey when the Birds of Prey are not even really the main characters. Harley Quinn is the main character. The Birds of Prey almost feel like her sidekicks really, or basically the supporting characters of this movie. And they do get pretty good character development. I did like the Black Canary. I thought the Black Canary was really good in the film. And I did like Huntress. Huntress was one of the best parts of this movie. As for Cassandra Cain, I did like this young teenager that is a bit of a smart aleck and likes to steal stuff but doesn't totally know what's going on around here. As for Ewan McGregor's character, the Black Mask, this Black Mask character is different than the Black Mask that I know from the Batman animated film Batman Under the Red Hood. The Black Mask in that animated film was more intimidating and a bit more scarier than this Black Mask. This Black Mask hams it up and likes to shout a lot, but is nothing like the Black Mask from the Batman Under the Red Hood animated film. So that I didn't totally like, but I did think that Ewan McGregor did a good job portraying the character the way he is within this movie, I guess. Even though he doesn't feel like the character from the animated film, Batman Under the Red Hood. Now, other negatives for me was the fact that Huntress is supposed to wear a mask in the comics, and Huntress doesn't wear her mask until the very end of the movie, so that was one of the disappointments for me. I wanted to see her wear her mask throughout the whole movie, and instead she only wears the mask until the very end when the team is totally formed and everything, really. That was a bit disappointing. And as for the Black Canary, I thought the Black Canary was great. I did like the way she fights in the movie, and I did like it when she eventually uses her canary scream. I thought that was great. And one of the things they made about the Black Canary is that she doesn't use her scream a lot, because if she uses it too much, it takes a lot out of her. It takes a lot of energy out of her, which makes sense for the character. But then when we get to Rosie Perez's character, Renee Montoya, this is one of the things I didn't like. What kind of cop dresses in a t-shirt with a smart aleck saying the way Rosie Perez's character dresses? Cops don't dress like this. I mean, even if you're a detective who wears ordinary clothes, you don't dress this way. And even her superior says, you know, we have a dress code, so why is she dressed like that? It doesn't make any sense. I understand you want to portray these characters as outsiders, but make this a little bit more believable with the police officer to be dressed a little bit more appropriately, really. Now, overall, I did like the movie, but I didn't think the movie was great, but I don't think the movie is bad. Basically, I think this movie is a rental. It's really just a C. I would have liked this more if this movie was more focused on the Birds of Prey, or if the movie was more focused on, or the movie was more focused on Harley Quinn, or just basically, you know, basically I would have liked this more if the focus wasn't so much on Harley Quinn, but yet it's called a Birds of Prey movie. It really felt a bit jarring for a movie to be like this, where you're calling it the Birds of Prey, but the Birds of Prey are supporting characters and Harley Quinn is the main character. As for the R rating just felt like it was being used just for the sake of using an R rating, because I guess maybe because it worked so well for Joker and for Deadpool. I guess they wanted to do the same thing with the Birds of Prey, but it just feels like they were doing the R rating just because they can, really, not because it works for the movie. So overall, a C is all you get, and that's all I gotta say for Birds of Prey.